Here's something, you want to talk about watching your back? Here's something that's really terrifying. Yeah. This is a new piece of legislation that, again, a couple of Christian conservative politicians have advanced. I think they're calling this the Constitution Restoration Act or something. Yeah. But this is what's amazing. In response to the whole Judge Roy Moore flap, and I guess the Michael Newdow case and what have you, listen to this. They want to pass this bill. Goes like this. They essentially want to make attempts to establish a theocracy in this country, and they want to make those impossible to fight legally. Yeah. Here it is. It says, Section 1260 of this is H.R. 3799 says, notwithstanding any other provision of this chapter, the Supreme Court shall not have jurisdiction to review, by appeal, writ of certiorari, or otherwise, any matter to the extent that relief is sought against an element of federal, state, or local government, or against an officer of federal, state, or local government, whether or not acting in an official personal capacity, by reason of that element's or officer's acknowledgement of God as the sovereign source of law, liberty, or government. Yeah.
So any questions involving God, and any legal cases involving God, cannot go before the Supreme Court.
Yeah. So if some government official decides to use his office and his power of office to start shoving his religion down people's throats, you cannot appeal. Yeah. You cannot appeal this there's no law, there's no appeal under the law that you can make, even to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court cannot be appealed to. Now, this is it right here, people. This is the recipe. This is theocracy right here. This is
the only thing that could happen here is, again, these kind of things come out of the woodwork when the people in power are supportive to their ideas. Now, let's run with the idea that this, through some, alignment of the stars, actually gets through.
No, it would be a miracle from God.
And then 10 years from now, there is a very, very liberal slant to the government and who's in power. And they say, okay, all 10 Commandment monuments got to come down. All kind of religion schools coming out. No more intelligent design. None of this stuff. They can't do anything about it. They just got to swallow it. Because they can't then bring to court saying, we need to have intelligent design in our schools. We need to have these 10 Commandment monuments and stuff like that. All of it's got to go, and they can't do anything about it.
Okay, so. You're saying that would be the case under this bill?
Yeah.
Well, no, this bill says acknowledgement of God. So it's only that you cannot complain about. Okay. If somebody were elected to office and said there is no God, then apparently you could complain about that. This only applies to an element or officer's acknowledgement of God as a sovereign source of law, liberty, or government. That's the thing you can't appeal to the Supreme Court about.
Okay.
If some Wiccan were elected governor of Idaho and came out and said the Mother Earth goddess loves you and whatever, or whatever Wiccans say. Apparently this 3799 wouldn't appeal to that because they're not talking about God.
Okay.
Okay. And so I don't think that applies. And here's what's amazing. Also, under this provision, justices, including Supreme Court justices, can get sacked if they hear these cases. If someone says, "I don't like the fact that my mayor is trying to pass a law saying you got to pray to God every Sunday."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, any judge who even hears the case can be impeached and convicted and removed.
Yeah.
This is it, people. This is the blueprint for Taliban in America, right here in front of us. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. Now, this hasn't got a snowball's chance in hell of getting through, but still, the fact that anyone would even have,
the chutzpah,
to do this,
try and put this through with a straight face.
Yeah. So the push is there again. Yeah. But again, we're still. That's why this is an election year and very, very important.